Welcome back to the tea table, wherever you're steeping today. Hi, I'm Bridget, and this is The Gilded Leaf. Tea, nervous system care, and soul-deep conversations for people who are ready to slow down. Grab your cup, I have one. Settle your shoulders down from your ears, and let's sit with this one together. Before we go any further, let me tell you what's in my cup. Today we're steeping hibiscus. Now I know that we've talked about hibiscus in the last few episodes. It's tart, ruby red, a little rebellious. If chrysanthemum and lavender have been teaching us how to cool down and rest, hibiscus is here to remind us that even rest has a pulse. It's cooling, yes, but it's also got heart. It moves. That felt right for what we are talking about today. So brew yourself a cup if you have her. Let her tartness be honest with you today. So here's a quick recap. Before we sit with the next energetic center on the tree of life, we're going to be talking about Netzach. But before we get into that, let me recap exactly where we've been so this series stays clean and easy to follow no matter when you found me. Starting on June 5th, episode 1, 2026, we began the Living Tree series. It's a Kabbalic tree of life mapped onto the body, the plant kingdom, and the quiet interior life we're all navigating, whether we have a name for it or not. We started at the ground, called Malkuth. It's the kingdom, the body, the actual earth beneath the feet. We looked at dandelion root, burdock, the deep, unglamorous medicine of things that go down first so everything above them can hold. Then we moved to Yesod, the foundation, the dream space, the lunar territory just beneath the surface of ordinary life. We looked at the herb mugwort, silver-backed and quiet, tending the threshold between what we know and what is almost remembered. Then we stepped sideways to Hod, splendor, and the mind's quiet architecture. Rosemary, tulsi, peppermint, oat straw, the part of us that analyzes and refines and makes sense of things after the feeling has already happened. Hod is the editor. And today we meet the one who sits across the tree from her, who writes the first draft in a language older than words, Netzach. So Netzach's teaching, Netzach sits across the tree from Hod, on the pillar of mercy, and her name carries two meanings that seem at first like they shouldn't belong to the same word, victory and eternity. But sit with them a moment and they braid together beautifully. Let me explain. Netzach isn't the fireworks and confetti kind of victory. She's the quieter one, the victory of getting up again tomorrow when nothing in your body particularly wants to. The tree that keeps growing after the storm has already taken half of its branches, the flower that finds its way up through the crack in the concrete. Not because it's dramatic, but because that's simply what life does when given even a sliver of light. Where Hod is the mind's clarity, Netzach is the heart's endurance. Does that make sense? She desires instinct, feeling, that part of you that loved something before you had the words to explain why. That keeps showing up for the tea ritual, the podcast episode, the small batch of tea before anyone else believed in it. Netzach is the gilded leaf before it had a name. She's every founder's 5 a.m., every artist's unglamorous 100th draft, every gardener's faith in the seed she cannot see. In the body, Netzach is often felt low in the belly and legs, the part of you that just keeps walking. If you've been with me since the chakra series in season 1, this is the second chakra. It's the second chakra's county, the same seat of pleasure, desire, and the sacred yes we sat with back then, where wanting something is allowed to simply be sensation before it gets dressed up in meaning or stripped down by judgment. And it echoes, too, in the heart chakra's quieter teaching that love isn't a feeling that arrives once and stays, but something the body keeps choosing to open towards again and again. Different maps, same terrain. In relationships, Netzach is passion that doesn't ask permission to exist. Love that endures past the point where logic wouldn't have quit. She governs Venus. If you want to reach for the language of the stars, it's beauty, magnetism, the pull towards connection that outlasts convenience. But Netzach, unchecked, can tip into stubbornness, into pushing forward through something that actually needed to end. Her gift is knowing the difference between endurance and denial, between the plant that keeps growing towards the light and the one that keeps growing towards a light that's already gone out. That's discernment. Interestingly, is where Had's clarity comes back to meet her. Neither Sephara works fully alone. I want to sit here with you for a moment in this Netzach space because I know this one in my bones. There were so many mornings building this brand where nothing about it made logical sense. There was no audience, no proof it would work, just me, a kettle, and a stubbornness I couldn't fully explain. The kind that doesn't come from a business plan. It comes from somewhere lower and older than that. That's Netzach. She doesn't wait for Had to hand her a spreadsheet that says, this is worth it. She just keeps showing up. But I've also learned the hard way that Netzach without discernment becomes a trap. There have been things I kept pushing towards long after the light on the other end had already gone out. Relationships, drafts, versions of myself I was loyal to out of habit instead of truth. Endurance and denial can look identical from the inside, from what I've learned. But the only way I've ever told them apart is by finally letting Had back into the room, asking the quiet, clear question, is this still growing, or am I just refusing to let it end? Where in your life has Netzach, your quiet, stubborn, heart-led endurance, been carrying you further than your logic ever could have argued for? And is there a place where that same endurance has quietly become denial, where it might be time to let something rest instead of pushing it towards one more victory? Sit with your hibiscus. Let it be tart, but also let it be honest. This week, I invite you to practice. I want to invite you into a Netzach practice. Make a cup of hibiscus. Let it steep until it's dark and a little tart. Don't rush her. Hold the cup with both hands and bring your awareness down low in the belly, into the legs, not the chest, not the head, lower. That's Netzach's territory. And ask yourself quietly, what have I kept showing up for, even without proof it was working? And in the same breath, ask the harder question, is there something I've kept showing up for that has actually already ended? You don't need an answer today. Just notice where the pulse is and whether it's still moving towards something alive. I'm never mad at a cup of hibiscus. This is good. Next Friday on the Living Tree, we return to the Heart Center, reworked and re-released properly this time. Rose, hawthorn, linden, and wort are waiting for you. Thank you for being patient with this series as I've gotten into the shape it needed to be. Some trees grow up straight. This one grow the way I actually live, a little out of order and eventually exactly where it needs to be. So thank you for sitting with me at this table today, for bringing your whole, tender, enduring self to this hour. However your Netzach shows up this week, may it be met with a little more discernment and a little more grace. And if this episode found somewhere true, we'll pass it along. Not as a prescription, just as I thought of you. That is how this community grows, quietly, intentionally, one cup at a time. For the herbs are never just a drink. They're the doorway. For in the end, we are all just walking each other home. So come, take my hand, sit at this table, and let's talk about things that move the heart and soothe the soul. Because that's what we do here. We slow down, take a breath, and drink tea together. So, this is Bridget signing off with a warm mug in my hand, or a hug in a mug, steeped in intention and offered with care. Ashe. Until next Friday, have a great weekend.